3, 2. What's good, everybody? We are back again with another episode of the No Hedging Podcast. I go by the name of Rip16, the GOAT.
I am Ty, the Fly Jet.
And I am taking shots because we are the Mighty No Hedging Podcast duo.
Ooh, that shit is strong.
And that tastes like lighter fluid.
Oh my God, it's bad.
But we are back for this week of the NFL season. What are we going into? Week 17 now?
We're nearing the end.
The beginning of the end, as they like to say. Week 16 was very interesting, so there's a lot to talk about there. But before we dive into that, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's very important for everything that we got going on over here. So we need y'all tapped in, need y'all locked in, because we got a lot going on, and we are getting very near and dear to those playoffs. And that means there's going to be some big bets. And I know people like to go out with a bang when it comes to their sports betting and their seasons wrapping up and all that. So it's very important. Big information going on for these last couple weeks of the regular season going into the playoffs. But without further ado, is there anything you want to tell the people?
No ado. Let's go.
Let's dive into takeaways.
What do you got? Man, let's talk about the NFC West, man. Let's start with last week's Thursday game.
Oh, well, before you do that, real quick, that's an important game. But can I say something real quick?
Say whatever you like, brother.
I told you so.
Oh,
I told you so. I told you so. I told you. I tried to tell you.
what'd you say?
I told you the Buccaneers didn't look right.
Oh,
They came out there and they got their ass cooked by the Panthers.
yeah, they did. They didn't get their ass cooked. They lost by 3.
But they got beat by the
They
Panthers.
lost to the Panthers. Yes, they did.
And I something wrong with them, bro. They off. They don't have that same energy. They don't have the same mojo that they had at the beginning of the season. It's like, it's not me losing faith in them. It looked like they lost faith in themselves.
Yeah.
It's like they don't come out there with the same swagger, the same energy. It just don't. It's even getting guys back healthy. It's like y'all are doing something, but it's just not enough. Like, it's like I'm in fear that they cooked.
I mean, we gotta give credit to Bryce, man. Bryce was looking good.
Yeah.
Scrambling out of the pocket, moving around, buying time, finding his rookie wide receiver, making plays. They running the ball very well with Rico. Defense playing pretty decent, getting turnovers.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Man, we gotta give credit to the Panthers, but I do see what you're saying with the Buccaneers. Some can say it's the fact that Liam Cohen isn't there anymore. Liam Cohen is in Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence is doing this. Baker Mayfield's doing this.
Yeah.
Last year, Baker Mayfield was up here. Trevor Lawrence is down here.
Yeah.
So that's like, that's some will say that could be the cause of what's going on in Tampa Bay.
That could be valid. That's a insightful point, my friend. The other thing I told you so, the Bears. I said the Bears was gonna beat the Packers because that last game they barely lost.
Yeah.
And he cleaned up a couple things, and Mr. Iceman Williams came out and threw a bomb in overtime. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch, beautiful way to wrap up the game and put a ribbon on a hard fought battle.
Oh man,
important
starting
battle.
off with the onside kick, that gets recovered 1 out of every 12.
Yeah.
So the odds were against them.
1 out of every 12,000.
Yeah, the odds were against them there, so they recovered. It hits Romeo Dobbs right in the face and the chest, and he want to play hurt after he gives up the ball back to Chicago.
His face and his chest.
Yeah, and then Chicago, they do what they do. They go down there, and Caleb what form, throws a pass to I think the rookie wide receiver on the end, and
go ahead.
Yeah, before overtime.
Before overtime.
Yeah, to get them to tie it up to go into overtime. That was the first pass, and then the game winner was to DJ Moore. Yeah.
Nah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful
Crazy
way to wrap
game.
it up. Crazy game. Very defensive for a long time in that matchup, but you know they made some phenomenal plays there at the end and got themselves a very important, very nice overtime win. And that might have locked up them a division win. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean Jordan Love is banged up. I don't know what's his outlook gonna be in this upcoming week. That's problematic. They couldn't run the ball as effectively as they have previously. So I don't know. Green Bay's not looking too hot.
No. That might have locked up the division for them. So that was a huge win for Chicago.
Big time.
Because the Lions also got robbed. That was ugly.
Yeah.
But going back into the game, what you were about to mention, you mentioned the Rams versus the Seahawks.
Yeah.
A shootout at the end.
Shootout. This was like battle of the juggernauts of the league and the NFC. Battle for who's the best team in the NFC.
Division matchup.
All these different conversations. And the Rams, they came out initially and they had the foot on the gas and they was doing what they had to do. Getting the fourth quarter, they had a lead of about 16 points. And I think the Rams they got into conservative mode. And, you know, once they got into conservative mode, special teams for Seattle kicks in. They get a punt return for a touchdown. Rams get the ball back. Rams go 3 and out, being conservative. Seattle gets the ball back and they score. And now, here you go. Not to mention the 2-point conversions.
They got multiple 2-point conversions.
3 in the same game.
And that is crazy.
Yeah, one was fluky, you know, with the fumble backwards pass, and Charbonnet just picks up the ball casually.
The fumble backwards pass thing, that's a rule. Like that was okay.
Yeah, it was a little sus, but I mean, they did everything that needed to happen for Seattle happened. Sam Darnold legit saved a lot of flack from himself because he wasn't looking too hot in the beginning of that game for 3 quarters.
No. By every scratch of the imagination, it seemed like they were pretty cooked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. However, they turned it on at the end. Now the 2-point conversion, that one was very sus. Mm-hmm. It's a little Vegas-ish. But
the one
to
at
their
the
credit,
end.
The one at the end where they went for 2 rather than trying to go for
and
a
overtime,
tie.
yeah.
And overtime. And hey, that took some guts, nuts, and execution.
I would say the Rams lost that game more than Seattle won it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Going into the fourth with that kind of lead, allowing the other team to convert multiple 2-point conversions.
Puka having a
monster. And then it still not be enough.
Yeah.
They definitely lost it more than Seattle won it. But I'm gonna give Seattle some credit for making some impact plays. They did some champion shit. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You come out, you get key possessions and make some impact plays to turn the game around, and the clutch factor was very high with them that night.
I'm still gonna say the Rams are the best team in the NFC.
I know you will.
Even with that loss, I'm going to give the Rams the nod as being the top in the NFC. In a series of 3, I think the Rams will win them. Will beat them 2 out of 3. And we might see it. It might be the case.
Might be the case. Get a series of 3 in that matchup because I mean it's looking like both of these teams gonna be in the playoffs, and if I'm not mistaken, they both locked. Yeah, they both locked the spot.
They got clinched.
So yeah, it could very well, and especially with the way this shit is stacking up, the Rams could easily fall down to. If the Rams stay at 6 and somehow the Eagles move up, they could play each other 3-6 matchup. So I mean, it's highly possible.
Right now it's Bears Rams. Right now, because first team get a bye.
Right. That's true. But if some movements happen, because it's not that much degrees of separation in between these teams. So, yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Nah, but I still like the Rams. The Rams, they can beat you multiple ways. They can beat you running the ball. They can beat you passing the ball. They can beat you with the receivers. They can beat you with the tight ends. They can beat you with their defense.
How long is Devontae Adams going to be out, though?
He probably back in the playoffs. Hamstrings, they usually you out a month.
Them hamstrings get ugly, man.
Hamstrings, you out a month. I guarantee you he going to probably sit out for the remainder of the season, regular season, and then playoff game 1, he'll be back playing.
Well, they damn sure going to need him in the playoffs because Puka is a monster.
Yeah.
But I don't think you should be putting that much reliance on one receiver to go out there and have monster games every game, especially in the playoffs. The more you can balance it out. Plus, Devontae been catching a lot of those touchdowns for them.
And that's where the problem came in at that game, too, right? In the beginning of that game, they couldn't score in the red zone.
Right. Puka gets you down the field, but Devontae going to pull out that route tree and get open in that red zone. And
even though they had a touchdown call back, but they still couldn't figure it out until like second quarter, third quarter as far as scoring touchdowns in the red zone. They had to settle for a couple field goals in the first couple drives. So they were getting down there, but they just couldn't convert. So that had something to do with the impact of
Devontae being out there on the field. I definitely like them as probably the most balanced and complete team 100%. In the playoffs to make a run towards the Super Bowl.
Besides their special teams, they need help there. That's where they struggle a little bit.
Okay. I can see that. I can definitely see that. The only other game, though, circling back really, really quick, the Steelers and the Lions, right? Are the Lions cooked?
The Lions are cooked, but do we trust Pittsburgh? Like, what is Pittsburgh? Who are they? What do they do? Like, it's just they're so inconsistent. I don't understand.
I mean, they're consistently a playoff team.
I don't understand it. One week they have no offense, and then another week they scoring 30+ points. Just I don't get it. I don't understand Pittsburgh.
Matter of fact, how about we parlay this into another wonderful segment that we have on this show? It's a segment that's all about contenders, pretenders, and I see where you're going with that conversation you were having, brother. And we might as well dive into Besides the Eagles.
What ticket? What is that? Bro.
Eagles. So you just start, tapping into it, and the Eagles got another win, by the way.
They ain't played nobody.
They ain't really played nobody, but they did get a win. So they're picking up some momentum. It's good to get wins going into the playoffs. So that votes well for them to start picking up momentum going into the playoffs. So congrats to the Eagles for that. But in terms of contenders and pretenders, right? The Steelers have not clinched yet, but they're still in the lead. The Ravens lost against the Patriots. So kind of diving a little bit deeper into what you was just talking about, you were saying that they kind of like, who are they? Like, how do they win? What do they do?
Yeah.
Like, what are you good at that allows you to be able to win games?
They'd have checked down assassins.
Yeah, they would check down. they would check the fuck out of you.
Throw it to Gainwell over here. Throw it to Jalen Warren over here. Gainwell miss a tackle. Score.
Yeah. Kenneth Gainwell on the ground and in the passing game has been very good for them. Yeah. He's been a pleasant surprise for the Steelers this season. Now, DK Metcalf is going to be out.
Oh, yeah, he's suspended 2 games.
So for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, he's suspended.
Now, that's scary for them, right? Because these last 2 games, you have not clinched the playoff spot. The Ravens are still in play for that spot, kinda. So I mean, the Ravens 7-8, the Steelers are 9-6. But without DK Metcalf, You basically just relying on Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this: the Steelers been handling their business. They've been doing what they needed to do to put themselves in a position to win the division and go and punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Right.
The Ravens, on the other hand, has not been handling their business. The Ravens, and
They
you know,
won a game and lost a game.
I'm a Ravens guy. I'm a big Ravens guy. But I'm looking at it like after this week of watching football, I'm noticing that we see what we've been seeing out of these teams all year is what they've been all year. So what we see out of the teams right now is who they really are, right? For example, we've been seeing that the Chiefs has been not good all year. Did that change or did that turn around?
Which is why I said I don't know why they would still consider the favorite, even going into that Titans game, and they got their ass blew out.
Right. Even Detroit. Detroit been so inconsistent. Win-loss, 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 win-loss. I don't believe in them.
Right.
Tampa Bay, same thing. Tampa Bay hasn't been good for 2.5 months.
I would argue that Tampa Bay was a little bit shaky back then, but they weren't playing nobody.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. Fair enough. But my point is, we are seeing like why they haven't flipped a switch at this point in the season. It's too late to flip a switch if you've been subpar or below average for 85% of the season.
Yeah.
So I don't have any faith in the Ravens to beat out.
Win the last 2 games.
I don't. Because they haven't showed that all year. Lamar's banged up. They always fumbling the ball at the end of the game. Like, it's just things like that where how can you put stock into that? All the good teams that are in the playoffs right now, we see who they are, what they're good at, what their strengths are. But everybody else, Ravens, Chiefs, Detroit, they either inconsistent, hell, even Tampa, inconsistent, don't have an identity, something's wrong with them, haven't been dominant or anything like that.
Right.
So it's like I don't have any faith in the Ravens to beat out Pittsburgh. None.
So you like
my towel was thrown in on them. They done for the season. Pack it up.
So the interesting thing, though, I will say this: there's a little bit of a questionable situation going on with the Ravens and the Packers, right? Mm-hmm. In terms of both quarterbacks on both sides,
right?
Which has been another reason why the Ravens had such issues this season, injuries at the beginning of that season, particularly with Lamar. But what's interesting in this game is like the Steelers got a division matchup against the Browns, right? Mm-hmm. And we all know that the Browns defense can generate some sacks. And then we have seen that Aaron Rodgers does not move the way he normally moves or used to move back in the day. So it's interesting. It's not a foregone conclusion that they necessarily win this. And it's not necessarily a foregone conclusion that the Ravens lose that game against the Packers because there's a iffy quarterback situation going on the Packers side too. Mm-hmm. So it's so hard to call in terms of what they're going to do, but I think you do bring up a valid point about the Steelers in terms of them being
a better team than the Ravens.
I guess.
They're a better team than the Ravens.
I guess they are.
They are. They are.
I think with Jalen Ramsey and some of those other guys, that they can make some defensive plays happen. T.J. Watt being out
that
hurts them a lot too during these last couple of weeks, especially seeing as how in week 18 you got to turn around and play the Ravens. So just hypothetically speaking, if both teams win, then the Steelers have the edge. But if the Steelers lose and the Ravens win, that's going to make week 18 extremely interesting.
And I still would think I would lead.
You like the Steelers head-to-head.
I like the Steelers head-to-head. Because the Steelers always get the Ravens problems. Always. Always give Lamar problems.
And the Steelers at home. So,
yeah, they always give Lamar problems.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you think they're at least a legit playoff contender?
Over the Ravens, absolutely. Ravens pack it in. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Pack it in. Lamar back hurt. I mean, Snoop Huntley. I mean, we can't expect him to lead their team to win the division and go to the playoffs. We can't. Their defense hasn't played that great. They haven't been getting pass rush. They haven't been the same Ravens team we're used to seeing. They haven't been getting turnovers. So it's like, I have no faith in Baltimore, man. They're going to have to pack that thing on in. The playoffs are set on the AFC right now. Now, the only thing that's moving around is going to be positions. But as far as the teams, because the Colts, they're on the bubble in the hunt. I already called this about a month ago. They're going to lose out. And that's exactly what's happening. They're going to lose out.
They try to get Phillip, man, but Phillip can't get that ball down the field.
Oh, not good. No, he
Can't get the ball down the field, man. And I think it's just, listen, as a Chargers fan, it's my guy right there. But
play well, but he just can't push it down the field.
He can't push it down the
More
field.
than 40 yards.
Check down Shawty.
40 yards.
And then these is wobbly check downs, too.
God,
oh, my God. These are some of the most wobbly sidearm check downs I've ever seen. He threw a touchdown. I ain't gonna hold you though. He did throw a touchdown. It might have been third quarter or something where they tied up the game. Second or third quarter where they tied up the game with the 49ers, and he just and then he caught a touchdown. I'm like, look at Phillip with that little wobbly pass. It went
he
in,
be throwing ducks, boy. I'm like, his mechanics are awful.
Yeah.
That's not how to do it.
I mean, but he been doing sidearm passes. That was, he had had an abnormal throwing motion, but I mean, it was getting downfield in the past. But now, I don't think check down Shawty gonna do it.
Nah, he been playing well though. He hasn't been turning the ball over crazy. He's been pretty efficient, but
he giving them their best shot.
Yeah,
he's definitely giving them their best shot. I will give him credit for that.
Old man River
is giving them their best shot to win, but it's not enough.
Yeah, not enough.
It's still a no for me, big dog.
Yeah. Now we talking about contenders and pretenders.
Who you at?
Who's the other team that we was talking about? Tampa. I know you don't
they
like.
Cook.
So you feel the way I feel about Baltimore is the way you feel about Tampa.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Because a couple weeks ago, it wasn't even a couple weeks ago. It was last week. You was telling me that the Panthers was cooked.
I didn't say they was cooked.
You said they had their chance, and you said they lost it.
I did say that.
And I'm like, I don't think so.
No.
Because you still convinced that Baker and them guys was going to come out there and do something against the Panthers. And I was like, bro.
I had more faith in Baker over Bryce, but Bryce has been
playing better than Baker.
Well. He's been playing better than Baker, yeah, for sure, this season.
Especially during the second half of the season, for sure, he's been playing better. I think Rico Dowdle early in the season got them some of the wins by having those monster games unexpectedly, especially after Chuba Hubbard went down.
That and their defense getting turnovers and stuff.
The defense turned up. But during the back end of the season, that Bryce Young and McMillan combination has been working out pretty good for them.
Yeah.
I think that in combination with how the defense has been playing, especially at home, I like the Panthers more than I like the Buccaneers' performance in their last matchups. And when it comes to just strength of opponents, like I seen the Panthers beat somebody legitimate at home. Mm-hmm. The Buccaneers was getting their ass beat when they played legitimate opponents going back maybe 5 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. They started going on a real bad downhill slope. And they haven't won much since then.
No.
Turn around, losing to the Falcons. First of all, you lost to the Saints, the Falcons, and the Panthers. Mm-hmm. And you want me to believe in you? You can't even win in your own backyard. And that was a home game you lost against the damn Falcons. The Falcons ain't even that good on the road, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So, no. I can't have faith in that. I think they cooked.
Didn't Atlanta beat the Panthers once?
No, the Panthers beat Atlanta twice.
And did the Saints beat the Panthers twice?
The Saints and the Falcons played once. The Falcons won.
No, I'm saying the Saints beat the Panthers twice. Yeah, the Panthers didn't split with the Saints. The Saints beat them twice.
Okay.
Yeah, the Saints are playing spoiler in the division right now.
Oh, they definitely playing spoiler out there. They definitely playing spoiler alert out there for sure. But
unfortunately for them, somebody got to win the division. It's not going to be them, but
No, but they've been winning some games. You know, they've been playing spoiler alert. But the last game of the season, the Saints played the Falcons, and this week, who the Saints got? It's a garbage bowl, ain't it? Yeah, Saints got the Titans.
Let me ask you this about the Panthers. What shot do you have them, if they win the division, to win a playoff game?
If they're home,
you think they can beat a Seattle? You think they can beat a Rams? You think they can beat a Chicago? You think they can beat
their defensive performance has them with a possibility
the 49ers
of winning a first round game.
I don't think
at
so.
home. At home, in the first round, one of those wild card teams, they got a chance at winning one of those games.
So they can beat the 49ers or the Rams.
They already beat the Rams at home. So I can't say it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
They already beat the Rams at home. The Rams sat here and had a close battle with Seattle and let their foot off the gas and lost to Seattle. So, I mean, it's not – the Rams are a complete team for the most part, but it's not like they're just unbeatable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So everybody's beatable. Everybody lost.
The Seahawks sat here and had a close battle with Phillip Rivers playing his first game in 5 years.
And couldn't score a touchdown.
And couldn't score a fucking touchdown. And the Panthers have showed that they have some defensive prowess. The 49ers are probably the team that I give the best bet of just outright beating the Panthers. Because of the simple fact of I've seen them play complete football games and not let their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
And McCaffrey is going insane with the receiving yards and the rushing yards at the same time. Going against his old team too, like it's a lot of factors where I would say probably the 49ers. I don't think they beat the 49ers. Yeah. But the Seahawks and the Rams been doing some little bit of shaky BS every now and then.
Let me say one thing about Christian McCaffrey, bro. I said this to one of my chats earlier. When I was watching the game, I said we are literally watching arguably probably one of the best running backs ever in history. In his prime. Yeah.
I mean,
we haven't seen, like, I haven't watched Jim Brown and all these guys back in the day when they was, doing their thing. So seeing Christian McCaffrey doing his thing now is like, it's crazy. It's like the best ever.
I mean, he's up there. He's definitely one of the most impressive backs ever just because of the versatility and being a Swiss Army knife. Like, I think some of those other backs, for one, I don't know. I'm not going to say they couldn't, but I'm going to say they weren't necessarily called on to do some of the things that he's called on to do.
Yeah.
So, him putting together these very impressive stat lines and being that good of a wide receiver while being that good of a running back, I don't think we've seen that combination together. I think that's kind of where the trend is going with a lot of these running backs because we look for versatile backs on a regular basis. But yeah, very impressive. So, hey.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, man. So, transitioning to week 17 of the NFL season, these folks need to know what they need to watch because there's some important games on. So, might as well tell them about MustSeeTV.
Man, these folks,
man.
These folks got their hitties.
These folks,
you got to see it.
These folks need to see this.
Listen, we are winding down.
No cap.
And the first game on the slate that we need to see is on the AFC side for playoff seeding purposes.
For sure.
Very important. Still opportunity for people to win a division.
Playoff clinching purposes for one of the teams.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So the Houston Texans are still in the running to win the division in the AFC South. Okay,
Yep.
They are chasing down Jacksonville.
Trying to walk them down. They've been winning. Both teams been winning. They both been on win streaks. So this is probably going to be one of the biggest matchups that Houston has to play before the end of the year, right? So this is probably going to be the toughest game that they play. And they're playing a good Chargers team. Yeah.
A healthier Chargers team. Omarion Hampton came back. It's a beautiful thing that Omarion Hampton got injured because now you have Vidal, who's been balling.
He's been a leading rusher for the team.
Yeah, he's been balling. So you can interchange those guys out. Now you have a 1-2 punch combo there to help Justin Herbert. He doesn't have to drop back 35 plus times. And you know, he got all his receivers there as well. So,
and it looks like he's healed up some.
Yeah, he's not laboring that arm, that hand anymore. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, he's still healing, but it's not as intense as it was before.
Yeah,
it's noticeable. So, that's a great sign for them. Health going into the playoffs is always a great sign. Especially since you clinch now, you know the Chargers are gonna be back in the playoffs, but they actually got a shot at winning the division still. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a tall task, especially with the Broncos playing the Chiefs in particular.
Mm-hmm. They playing scrubs.
Well, they got that one scrub game, but then the last game of the season they got to play the Chargers. Mm-hmm. So if by miracle stretch of the imagination the Chiefs managed to win the game against the Broncos, which I extremely doubt.
Chiefs gonna be favored by 5.
Chiefs the favorite by 5. Patrick Mahomes is coming back, no leg.
Right. Nah, but you know, I think it's gonna be a very defensive football game. The Chargers play a very strong defense where they don't allow big plays, explosive plays over the top. The Houston Texans defense, they are very aggressive. They rush forward and they sit back in zone and man coverage on the back end with 2 stud cornerbacks and Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter. So this is going to be a very defensive football game, and you know we're going to. I think whoever runs the ball the best is going to win the game, and that could be the Chargers.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. As long as the Chargers protect the football and don't get in 3rd and long.
No, don't put yourself in the hole. But you know the Houston Texans defense is still very good. The Chargers defense is also very good. I think the Chargers offense as of late has been performing a little bit better than
Houston's offense. Yeah.
And the only thing that concerns me about Houston in this game is they high key had a close battle with the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. For like
they did.
I ain't really rocking with that. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, Houston's offense just hasn't been top notch like it was previous years, but
and then y'all turned around and had a close battle with the Raiders too. Mm-hmm. You played some pretty bottom tier teams.
Yeah.
And had some close battles with them,
but still won.
They won for sure, but you're doing that Chiefs thing. You're doing that Chiefs ass shit where the Chiefs was winning these close games, mm-hmm. but when you play somebody that's legitimate, mm-hmm. I don't trust that game to go the same way that it went before. So, I mean, the point spread is 2.5 in this game. I ain't gonna lie, not being a biased Chargers fan, but the Chargers at home, based on the Texans having these close calls with not so good teams, mm-hmm. a healthy Chargers team at home, even though I do love me some Texans defense. Mm-hmm. However, the Chargers defense is no slouch, and them boys hit.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a must-see TV game.
Yeah,
for sure. But another one that's on the docket, on the slate. What else we got? This is an interesting game. Mm-hmm. Seahawks and Panthers. Right. We just talked about this. But it's an interesting game because this is also a potential playoff matchup.
Right.
And just getting into what we was just talking about, the Panthers are at home. So I'm very curious to see how the Seattle Seahawks offense plays against the Carolina Panthers defense in this game in particular. How Bryce Young can do against a good defense again. He didn't do bad when they played the Rams. Mm-hmm. And the Seahawks got themselves in a big-ass hole just against the Rams a couple days ago now. I didn't like how they played the vast majority of that game.
Well, look, on the other
And that was against the Rams. I
Yeah.
get it.
Well, here's the thing too. This is a return to Carolina game for Sam Darnold, so he may have a little chip on his shoulder that
That's
he
true.
might want to prove a little something. So I don't know. I mean,
Sam done went around a few places though. He had a stop in Minnesota before that. Mm-hmm. You know, well since then.
Yeah.
So I mean, he might have a chip on his shoulder
There's
against
a chip
Carolina
there.
though. It might be a little
anytime
chip.
you got to play your former team, whether it was your first, second, third, fourth team, it was your former team. You got to show them what's up. Y'all motherfuckers didn't believe in me. Y'all let me go.
Y'all
hung me out to dry.
Y'all let me go, and I turned up ever since I left.
Ever since I left. Yeah, I got to show y'all what y'all missing. You know what I'm saying? What y'all miss.
That's a valid point.
So, yeah, y'all let me go for Bryce. Let me outduel Bryce then, right now, on y'all home field.
They are a 7-point favorite, though.
Yeah, so
that's a lot of points.
I don't know.
They're 7.5. It started at 7.5. It's been fluctuating.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. You know, I'm excited to watch it. I think Seattle has the edge there. I'm still not 100% sold on Bryce Young just yet. Okay, I'm not sold on him just yet, but he has been playing fine.
Not sold on Smiles. I get it.
Yeah, he been playing great. He been playing great, but it's just the Panthers, man. It's that win-loss thing I ain't with.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid. It's valid. What else you got?
Oh, the next one on the slate. Philly and Buffalo.
Monster game.
Philly and Buffalo. The Philadelphia Eagles they've been flying under the radar, playing these subpar teams, playing the Raiders, blowing them out 31-0, beating the brakes off of Washington when they down to their third quarterback. Everything's all fine in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's all sunny in Philadelphia. Isn't that the name of the show?
Always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, always sunny in Philadelphia. But now they got Buffalo. Playoff team. What we gonna do? Now we gonna see if Philadelphia really back. Cause you know the conversation was Philadelphia. Their offense hasn't been
We're back.
Philadelphia, the offense hasn't been great. Jalen Hurts is probably the problem to the offense. What's going on in Philly? The offense is going crazy. AJ Brown catches 150 yards and a touchdown. They still lose, but he's not mad anymore, right? So it's like, all right. But since then, everything's been great. You've been playing scrub teams and you've been winning. Nobody's heard from you. Everything's looked sweet. But now you got Buffalo, right? Now, Buffalo, they're one of the best rushing teams in the NFL, if not the best rushing team in the NFL with James Cook. And they have probably the best quarterback in the NFL, arguably talent-wise, right?
Yeah.
And Josh Allen. So with Philadelphia, there's no real commitment to the run game, but that's Buffalo's weakness. If Philadelphia come out there and stick to the run game, let Saquon get the ball 18
breaks
times.
off.
Give the ball to Saquon 18 times. We might have a better outcome in Philadelphia, a better outlook on what Philadelphia really is.
Yeah, I think that's been the difficult part about Philly is I think Saquon's first season with Philly, we saw such a heavy commitment to the run. We saw a heavy utilization of him, but we haven't seen it as much during this season. And I'm not sure if that's because something else going on, because they're trying to satisfy the wide receivers. Is that like what is their rationale? What is their reason for doing that? But I think your game plan has to be we establish our style of football, but we also play to the weaknesses of the other team. And in this particular opponent, you definitely need to lean into your run game. Saquon could easily break off against this defense. So that's the only reason why I completely understand why this is only a 1.5 spread in Buffalo's favor at home.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an interesting matchup. I think it's one of those matchups where it could go either direction for real.
Yeah, Philly probably wants they gonna embrace this underdog kind of position.
And like we the champs, we the underdog. We understand we on the road. We understand it's Josh Allen, Buffalo, blah 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 blah.
And they gonna pee in their coffee.
But that's what they want to do. So, and both of these teams good in playing in cold weather. So if the temperatures drop real low, that's not really an issue for either one of these squads. So I think it's a very highly interesting matchup. And the cool part about this is it's only 2 games at 4 p.m. on Sunday. So, and one of those games is a complete garbage bowl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't watch it.
It's the Giants versus the Raiders.
Yeah, nobody's going to be watching that.
The attention is going to be on this game.
Yeah.
So, a lot of eyes. Is Philly's chance to grab the attention and satisfy their fan base with this one.
Right.
So I think we're in for a good matchup. I don't think it'll be a lopsided game at all. I think it'll be a fight.
Yeah.
For sure. Last one though. You got the Bears and the 49ers. This is another important matchup.
Seeding purposes.
Two playoff teams. Seeding purposes are important in this matchup. The 49ers are the favorite at home, and rightfully so. But it is an interesting matchup for Sunday night football. What you expecting out of this game?
Well, I expect the 49ers to do what they've been doing all year. Brock Purdy's been playing well. They've been throwing the ball at will, whatever he wanted, doing everything he wanted offensively, throwing the football. Juwan Jennings been very active, been scoring touchdowns. I think he had like 9 or 10 touchdowns on the season, something like that, going crazy. Kendrick Bourne's been balling. He got a payday yesterday or the other night, $500,000 bonus, for his receiving yards, over 500 receiving yards.
$500K will make you.
I'm telling you,
make you happy.
And not to mention, Christian McCaffrey. He's been, balling out offensively, rushing and receiving the ball. So it's like they've been doing whatever the hell they want. Kyle Shanahan's been fucking coaching like crazy because of all the injuries that they've been having. Especially on the defensive side, Robert Saleh has been balling there. Yeah. And what I've seen 49ers do against the Indianapolis Colts with Jonathan Taylor, who was a MVP candidate early on in the season, Jonathan Taylor couldn't get off. I expect the 49ers to kind of slow down this Chicago Bears run game, just as they did the Indianapolis Colts.
They got a two-headed monster over there in Chicago, though.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I do think a couple of things happen for the 49ers that are great. Like you mentioned, the injuries. Brock Purdy got injured early in the season, but they was able to interchange Mac Jones in there and keep the ball rolling. But over the years, like, the 49ers have just been super injury prone over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But I think that built some callus on their skin or something like that, because all of those injuries made them get used to next man up and interchange players out. So it's like they've probably been the most unfazed by injuries I've ever seen them. And by still going out to win games, still winning in convincing fashion, still not really looking like a different team because this guy's missing.
They'll have 11 players on the injury report, 5 of which are top-notch captain leadership players, and they still win games. You don't notice. Yeah, they still win games.
Right, and that's phenomenal. But I haven't really seen that out of this team in particular. We've seen them be very good, win a lot of games, and be favorites. And
but never
even
seen them really bad.
But injury and still be really good and not look real bad throughout the whole season. That's a difference.
That's coaching.
That's definitely coaching. But also I add that into Robert Saleh being there on the defensive side, right? Because defensively, they had some games where they had some lapses and all that.
Yeah, they'll give up. They've been don't break for sure.
But Saleh, even with the Jets, we saw the Jets be really good defensively. It was the offense that was the problem. Now, if you just hand in Saleh and say, hey, just think about defense, he's shown that he could do a really good job at that. So I think that's what makes this 49ers team scary.
Yeah, why do you think Kyle called him back? When the Jets fired him, Kyle said, come here.
right.
Same season, he said, look, come on our roster. You're assistant or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, now he's a DC this year. I mean, that's how he got hired for the Jets job, because he was a defensive coordinator for the 49ers.
So, I mean, it makes sense. He's doing his thing out there. They look really good, and I definitely think that makes them the favorable of the two in this game, so I understand why.
But the Bears, though, I mean, we talking about coaching jobs. Ben Johnson been fucking cooking, though. First year coaching, and you are possibly gonna win this division. That's tip my hat to him.
That's very commendable as well.
I heard they building a statue in Chicago of him right now. Right now, chat.
He already get a statue, chat.
They already done started. They got his khaki pants going on right now.
That's crazy. But all that being said, it's some interesting matchups.
It's gonna be a test. It's gonna be a test for Caleb Williams for sure against the Seattle defense, because it's a sound defense with San Francisco. It's a sound defense, but they do leave some things to be desired. The Colts, I mean,
they got 27 points. Phillip
Rivers did throw on
points.
Phillip Rivers did move the ball on them and score on them, so they can get had. So it can be one of those games where we see a battle with Caleb Williams lighting them the hell up.
This is not a foregone conclusion that the 49ers win this game and just gonna dog walk them. Hell to the no.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and call this one a shootout.
Yeah, it might be a good shootout.
Yeah,
out there in the Bay. But yeah, man. So those are the matchups we got to see. But these folks still need to know, what are your best bets?
What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat?
And I wanna just reiterate this.
Fade all my bets.
Last week you went 0-3 again, brother.
Terrible.
What was that? What was that?
That was Vegas.
And I went 3-0. Monster. So that brings us to a grand total of 22-1 for me and 17-27-1 for you.
It's over, chat. I'm cooked.
Yeah, your best bets are cooked, bucko. But you do have a chance to try to right the ship this week and redeem yourself. Play for some pride, brother.
All right, here we go. First bet on the other week. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. Just spoke about them. -3 versus the Chicago Bears. San Fran is back at home. The Bears are on the road. Bears just got done with this overtime victory, this emotional victory in the division, and against the Green Bay Packers. It was so huge. Every energy, emotions, all of that is high. Now they're playing a team where they don't ever get too high, don't ever get too low. They stay even keel, no matter what the situation is, whatever the circumstance is, they hold it down. I'm taking the 49ers -3. Brock Purdy's been playing well. Chris McCaffrey, obviously, like I said, I just spoke on it. Defense can be had a little bit, but they have a bend don't break mentality. They'll figure out a way to get a stop here or get a turnover at this moment and kind of change the game. But as long as that offense is rolling, which I haven't seen anybody really stop that 49ers offense all year, I think they're a handful for anybody. So give me the 49ers -3.
Okay.
Next bet, I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know these are best bets, right?
Yeah. And this is why I'm taking the Colts, right? This is a division game, okay? The Colts still believe that they're in it. They don't believe that they're out of it. Jags just came off of this emotional win, big win, huge win. Much credit to the Jacksonville Jaguars on the road versus Denver, in Denver, beat them to smithereens. But now you come back on the road again, back-to-back road games in Indianapolis. You know that you can beat them in Jacksonville.
Is Indy a hostile environment?
It's not a hostile environment, but it's still a division game. And I think I'm going based off of the emotions of these games. You come off a win with Denver, you probably come down just a little bit, right? You come out a little. Trevor's been playing great. Jacksonville defense is playing great, but I don't see an outing from Jonathan Taylor like we just saw again. I mean, even though Jacksonville does have the top rushing defense in the league. But I don't know, division game, I think it's closer than 6.5 points. I don't think Jacksonville is going to blow them out, honestly. I think it'll probably win by, less than that. It's tough, but I'm going with it. Give me the Colts plus 6.5.
Hey, it's your bet, not mine.
My last one, I'm going on a limb. You hate this one. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -5.5 versus the Miami Dolphins.
I hate it for sure.
This is Quinn Ewers' first start, rookie starting as a quarterback. No Tua, not playing. So I'm going to take that as a win all day long. Quinn Ewers going up against a better defensive head coach, defensive-minded coach, apply that pressure. Once they shut down the run game by Devin Achane, They don't have anything else.
If they shut down.
If they shut it down.
But strong emphasis on if.
Tampa Bay, they struggling. They struggling bad. They lost, 5 of the last 6 or something like that. And they need a win. And this is probably where it goes. So give me San Francisco -3, Indianapolis +6.5, home dog. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers -5.5 versus the Miami Dolphins starting a rookie quarterback.
You bring up a very valid and interesting point about Quinn Ewers being in rookie quarterback. However, that is a rookie quarterback at home with a strong defense against a struggling team. And who was their quarterback before? Tua Concussion Valoa?
Tua Tagovailoa.
I don't think they're that much worse off with Quinn Ewers, to be honest. Because the way that the Dolphins been winning the game has been the run. Mm-hmm. Devon A-Chan is a monster. So I put strong emphasis when you said when they stop the run. No, if they can stop Devon A-Chan at home. And I personally don't think they do it.
Let's see.
So I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins +5.5 in this game because I feel like that's a gang of points. 5 is a weird number. They got to win by 6. Give me that +5.5.
27-20.
Yeah, I doubt it. Next game I'm going to take. You're also not going to like this one, but give me the Carolina Panthers +7.5 versus the Seattle Seahawks. The Panthers are at home.
I'm not mad at it.
You telling me they got to win by over a touchdown? These are Seahawks who had you out here having close calls with the Colts with Phillip Rivers' first game in 5 years. You win by 2, no touchdowns at home. Then you come out here, you getting your ass beat by the Rams. Then you got to get 3 2-point conversions to come out here and win by 1. And you telling me you about to come out here and beat somebody by over a tutty? Give me the goddamn Panthers +7.5.
You sold me.
To cover that. And then the last one I'm going to take. It's not a great game. We didn't even talk about this game. However, go ahead and give me the Cincinnati Bengals -7 against the Cardinals. The Cardinals just haven't been that good. Let's just be honest. They fight. They put up a fight in some games. They do. But I just don't think they have the firepower to be able to win.
They don't have the weaponry.
They don't have the weaponry. We're not seeing 2 phenomenal defenses in this game. So if we just going purely off the offense, give me the Bengals. The Bengals have a better offense and they're at home.
We know the Bengals can score 40.
And the Bengals could drop 40 on your ass. Even when they've lost.
I'm not sure if the Cardinals can.
I don't know if the Cardinals can keep up with that scoring pace. Give me the Bengals -7. Normally I don't like a big spread, but in this one, give me the Bengals -7. Joe Burrow's just out here just for fun. He's just out here for the plot. And he's just trying to warm up for next season. You know, he's trying to stretch it out, get back into shape. You know, he's out here doing cardio, having fun with the bros and the guys. So give me the Bengals -7.
I'm not mad at it.
I'll take that one all day long. So I got the Bengals -7, the Panthers +7.5, and the Dolphins +5.5. Those are my best bets, chat. Lock it in.
All right, I'm not mad at them.
But before we run off, there's one more thing that people still need to know.
What they need to know, Joe.
Now, despite your best bets being very shit, these folks still need to know something you've actually been doing very great at, and that's the dog of the week,
man. You know, my dog's been barking for about a month.
That's not cat.
Yeah, they've been barking for about a month. Neighbors are telling me they need to calm down.
Calm down, because the dog's been barking. That's not a cat, chat. He has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 dogs in a row.
6 dogs in a row?
6 dogs in a row.
Wow.
6 dogs in a row.
Let's keep this thing going, John.
My dog barked last week as well. I took the Panthers to beat Tampa Bay. I told you. You took my Chargers to win outright. I took them to cover the spread. You took them to win. Yep. Hey, listen. Good call. Good move. Great bet. You made it happen. So you are now 9-6 on dogs. I am now 5-10. Still have an atrocious record, but I got to win last week, so I'm happy about that. So shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Who you got?
This week, man, I'm going on a flyer here. Not a flyer, but it's a tough one. It's a tough one for me to pick, but I'm gonna go ahead and run with the Houston Texans. I'm
Going against the Bolts.
Yeah, I'm going against the Bolts this week. I'm going to saddle up on the Houston Texans, man. And they playing indoors. It's a division, not a division, a conference game. Huge matchup. It's a go either way type of game. But I'm gonna trust in Houston to rebound from that. I'm gonna call that game versus the Cardinals a trap game. Because they were preparing, they was thinking about the Chargers. Okay, they say, you know what, we're gonna run over the Cardinals, and then we worry about the Chargers. But the Cardinals, kind of punched them in the mouth a little bit. So they're like, hold on, yeah, hold on. So I'm gonna say that Cardinals game was almost a trap game, and that they were preparing for the Chargers this upcoming week. So I'm gonna take the Houston Texans. I think they play a little bit better than they did against the Cardinals, and they win in a close one. But it's gonna be a dogfight, and I think they win that game.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
On the heels of the defense,
I'm not mad at that. Not mad at it. I understand it. As a lethal shooter likes to say, I understand it now.
Yeah, I mean Houston likes to come. They like to show up in big games. For some reason, they do.
I mean, they got some dog in them. I feel it. It's a tough matchup. Like you said, it could go either way. Now, another game that could go either way, I'm also leaning towards the dog end. Eagle. Give me the Eagles versus the Bills. Now, I know the Bills at home, Josh Allen, all these Bills Mafia, people jumping through tables. It's going to be rowdy. I do feel like the Eagles got a bit of a wake-up call in that game when they lost to the Chargers and had all those fucking turnovers in that game. Then they got a couple give-me's against some not-so-good opponents.
Get right games.
Recalibrate. Get your mind right. Get your focus right. Get your head in the game. Going into the playoffs, I do think they won a Super Bowl for a reason. They know how to recalibrate. They know how to get the ship right. And I don't necessarily trust the Bills' defense that much still, right? I'll say I've seen the Bills' defense give up some points. But I will say I also seen the Eagles' defense stop some people from scoring some points. So I think, of course you're dealing with Josh Allen. So the expectation is that he's going to make some plays. He's going to convert some pivotal third downs or turn some third and longs into a conversion, whether it be on the ground or on foot. And then James Cook has been a monster. He's been running the ball. So you expect him to break out at some point.
Out of James.
Yes, you do. But I will say I do think it's a reason why the point spread is 1.5, because it's not just a runaway game for the Bills. I do think the Eagles can hang in here and fight and possibly still win this game.
Yeah.
I think it's a battle, but I think the Eagles are trying to recalibrate and get right. And I think the defense makes a difference in this game. So give me the Eagles for the upset.
Yay. I'm not mad at it.
But that's all we got.
That's it, chat.
So make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Stay tuned. Stay locked in with us. Stay tapped in. We're going to keep on handing your plays. Keep putting you down and putting you on. And if you haven't already, I tried to put you down onto Onyx Odds. The link is in the description. 4 free $25 bets when you deposit $10. You can bet on games and you can bet on props. And you can do that in your state. So, hey, tap in. If you haven't already, link in the description, like I said. That'll get you in there. And to sweeten the pot, you send a screenshot. This is our Instagram page right here. You follow that, send a screenshot to me. Show me that you signed up. Boom. I add you into our group chat where we dropping the slip. DTS. Drop the slip. See some of our personal bets that we placing. And that'll also help you with picking some of these games, picking some of your parlays. If you want to be straight bet Brett, you can also look into some of these key plays that's been made and win you some monies. But anything else you want to tell the people, man?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, that's all I got, man. Y'all be safe, man. Enjoy the fam.
And as always, parlays. Making money line plays.
Yes, sir.
May all these bets continue to pay because I need that money.
After Christmas, I need it.
I need that money
Today.
So, y'all be safe. Enjoy the fam. Enjoy your loved ones and friends. Happy holidays to all those celebrating. And happy winnings to those of you not celebrating but just trying to come up like a young hustler like myself, man. Peace and love.
Peace, chat. Out.
And soul grease.
And so
Big capping, talk capping, small capping, ball capping. I don't know what happened. All I see is a bunch of fake ass, cap ass, rap ass niggas who act like they got 10 figures. Most of these niggas be capping, they swear they the captain and shit win the Oscar for how they be acting. I'm ready for war, bring Cooley to action. Numero uno, lyrical assassin. Like they Frank Castle with the foundation of a sand castle. Nigga, no hassle. I'm not Dwayne Johnson, I don't tolerate. So if it's real shit, nigga, I can't action. I might have started